Hello, welcome to White Birch Tarot. This reading is for Saturday, February 25th and Sunday, February 26th. And I hope I don't sound too funny. I'm just getting over a bad cold. And it's 4:30 in the morning where I'm at. And I did not just get up. I haven't been to bed yet, so I'm really tired. I hope I can do this, but I just felt like it. And actually, I wanted to do a reading. Venus moved into Aries several days ago, and I wanted to do a reading when she first moved into Aries, but I haven't been feeling well, so I'm going to focus on that tonight. And I'd like to start with just a couple of short quotes that I found that I really like, that I saw in a book recently. I read this, this is not where I got the quotes, but I just read this really amazing book. It's called The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, Haig. Someone recommended it to me, and I loved it. So if you like to read, I thought it was really kind of amazing. So this is a quote from the writer Henry David Thoreau, and he said, "It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see." That's really profound if you think about it. And then this is from someone named John Shea, Shea. I have no idea who he is or was. And he said, "When order crumbles, mystery rises." I like that. Sometimes you got to let go of control, right? So let's see if I'm awake enough and well enough to make sense out of these. I pulled them, but I don't think about them first or I get too confused. So I just go with the flow. Okay, let's get this ratty sweater out of the way, which is covered with fuzz. I don't know where it comes from, but it won't come off. Okay. So I just said that Venus moved into Aries a couple of days ago. Venus is, of course, the planet of love and beauty. Most people think of her as kind of the goddess of romance, and she is, but she also rules all kinds of relationships. So we need to remember that relationships are going through a little change now. She's coming out of Pisces, which is kind of, miscommunication and illusion and good stuff too, like imagination and compassion. She's moved into the sign of Aries, which is ruled by Mars, whose other name, his Greek name, was Aries. And he can be the god of war, but also creativity and action. And he's just more yang than Pisces is yin, so this is masculine energy. So anyway, so I'm not surprised that the first card that I drew is actually the card of Aries. You can see the ram's heads here. It's the Emperor. This is authority. He's got rams all over the place. This is the card for Mars and the sign of Aries. Mars rules Aries, so so here comes some authority, and this is going to come into your relationships, and that's a good thing. It might mean standing up for yourself, but it can also mean being a little heavy-handed in your relationships, or someone can be heavy-handed with you, so watch out for that, because Venus likes harmony, and the Emperor can be a little bit disruptive and heavy-handed. So, and then I drew the High Priestess, which is actually the card of the moon energy, really, but it's feminine energy, and it's in reverse. So I'm thinking, the masculine, the Aries, this is kind of blurry, the Aries energy can perhaps run over the feminine energy, so watch out for that in your relationships. Don't be too heavy-handed. Make sure you use your intuition. And this is backed up by the Queen of Cups, who rules intuition and energy. She's the queen whose feet are in the water. She's really connected to her emotions. And when she's in reverse, there's a danger of becoming over-emotional. But what I'm feeling like in this reading, since we started out with the Emperor, is that the masculine energy of Aries can sort of dilute the feminine energy of Venus, and we don't want that. We want to have a balance. So I feel like this is a warning to watch out, that we don't step all over our emotions or other people's emotions. let other people have their emotions, and don't be too forceful. And here comes the Knight of Wands. Speaking of forceful, here he comes rushing in, with his wand, just like hell-bent for leather. He's gonna have his way and say what he's gonna say and bring in some action. And you know what? That's good. Venus and Aries can bring about some movement in relationships and some change that we've been wanting. But with these two feminine cards in reverse, I'm just getting the feeling that we need to be careful that we don't trod on other people's, gentle or tender emotions. Just be gentle, be firm, and stand up for yourself, definitely. But be gentle while you do it. You don't want to hurt someone's feelings if you don't need to. You can still stand up for yourself without being, too hard. And then we get 3 cards in reverse, which are, we're getting a lot of major arcana here. We've got 2 up here, the Emperor and the High Priestess, and now I've got the Chariot and the Fool down here. So this is very strong energy tonight. We get the Chariot in reverse, and this is usually someone trying to control two different energies and try to go in a forward direction, and it's in reverse. So this is telling me that this is probably, I don't know why I'm getting the feeling of like arguments or 2 opposite opinions, and we're trying to navigate those. But it's in reverse, so that might be difficult. Let's see what can help us here. Then we get the Fool in reverse. Okay, this is a new beginning, but again, it's in reverse. We've got a lot of reversals tonight. So the Fool is, let me think now, I just read a new interpretation. I used to think the Fool was Mars, but I just heard something the other day that was different, because the Fool is the beginning of the tarot. It's the 0 card, and Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So I thought they were, I wrote that down somewhere. I apologize that I can't remember. Someone else gave a different interpretation, and I thought it was kind of brilliant, and I can't find where I wrote it, so I'm going to have to listen to it again. But this is a beginning, the beginning of a new journey, and it's in reverse. So it's telling me that there is a new journey coming, but you might want to hold off just a bit. It's not quite time to take that leap of faith. It's coming, and you will, but not today, not this weekend, maybe not even for a week or so. I don't know what we're waiting for. I'll have to look. The moon is in Taurus tonight, which is a good placement to work with Venus, because Venus rules Taurus. It's a feminine sign. So anyway, it looks like we might want to hold off on moving ahead and just kind of wait, because then I get the King of Pentacles, and he's also in reverse. And this is our stability. This is what we rely on. This is our resources. This is our our material world, and it's feeling kind of not so stable right now. And I'm not sure why that would be, except I'm thinking of Pluto at the end degree of Capricorn. That is not a great place for stability, because Pluto knocks things down and transforms them, and Capricorn is stability. It's ruled by Saturn. And I don't know if you heard or not, and I'm not to get too deep into politics, but, we got a lot going on over in Ukraine, and Putin's threatening to press the button, and I don't want to get tangled up in politics, but I wish we'd be a little more, that's kind of scary to me, and I think we should be treading a little more lightly. And not that I think he's a good guy, I don't, but I don't like what's going on the world stage right now. I think it's very dangerous, and our world feels very precarious. We've got, climate things going on in the U.S., and we just had that big earthquake in Turkey. I don't know. It's just, it's not a very stable feeling time right now. So in your own life, you may be feeling that as well. And then I get the 9 of Wands, and in this deck, This is being defensive. This is defending what you've got. So you feel like something's threatening you and you're defending it. So you may be feeling defensive, and Venus in Aries can be a very defensive posture because, as I said, Aries rules, you know, it can rule arguments and disagreements and butting heads with someone, like when two rams, you know, ram each other in mating season or whatever. And Venus in Aries can bring out a very romantic side of you, but it's not a really soft romantic. It's more like a conquering, like, you know, by gosh, I'm going to get this, and I really, you know, I'm going to charge in on my knight, and I'm going to just get what I want. So be careful of that overwhelming the feminine qualities of Venus. That's what I'm getting here. And it's not time to start the new venture just yet. We are really on the brink of starting something new. We have been for a while, but it's telling me tonight, just you know, hold your horses just a little bit longer. Shall I be brave? And okay, probably this is a stupid thing because I don't know these cards well, but the archetype cards are calling me, and okay, I only want to draw one, and then a whole bunch of them want to come out. Okay, I get the self. There's the pearl of wisdom inside the self, and this is telling me, as always, you know, go to your center. Don't go to the fractured self on the outside, which is the ego. Go deep inside. There's always a pearl of wisdom if you sit with yourself. And this is telling me, you know, to hold off and not move. There's not a lot of contemplation here, but I'm getting this. This is telling me that we do need to go inside and contemplate before we act, so that we act from the right place. And I'm gonna put these back because these were not. Let's just. I'm gonna one more. Let's see. Do I really want one of these, or do I want something else? No, I don't want those. Okay. I'm deciding here. I'm so tired. I'm literally dizzy. So I hope this is going to make sense. I'm going to draw an oracle card, and maybe one, maybe two. Let's see how we go. These are, I love these cards because they tell you, like, they're just on the surface. Okay. Breathe. I just finished a breathing meditation myself because my stomach hurts. So this is really good advice right now. Things are, you know, kind of scary out in the world. Take time for yourself. You know, go inside. This is telling me we need to meditate. We need to breathe. That's always good advice, especially before you do anything rash or even make an action. Okay, one more. Oh, this is good. This is interesting. Serendipity. That means the right timing. So this is even further telling me that we need to wait, because divine timing is not up to us. You'll know when it's the right moment to act, because if you go within and you're not, you know, don't go with your ego desires, go with your true self. What serve, you know, always ask yourself, I love the Grail question, the Holy Grail. Whom does it serve? I sound like I'm drunk right now. I'm not. I'm just tired. Whom does it serve? So make sure that your words are kind, your actions are compassionate, and you will be told the right time to act. And in fact, you may even be told what to do, because, but this is all about timing. The answer will come to you at the right time, as will the energy that you need, the emotions that you need, the authority that you need. It's all within you, but it's deep within you. It's not on the surface. So breathe into it, and right timing will come. Let's just for fun, I'm going to do one animal spirit card, just because God loves the animals, and I hope we don't have a nuclear war, because, you know, They didn't do a darn thing. Okay, well, this isn't very happy, but this is what we got. Wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That is the truth. I love how he's got dream catchers hanging off his legs. You know what they are? They're those things that the Native Americans make out of feathers and you hang them over your bed. I have one. Hey, what happened to it? I had one hanging over the bed in the spare room. I just realized it's gone. My goodness, where did I put it? I gotta look for it. Okay, one more animal spirit card, just because Venus moving into Aries is a pretty big deal. Oh, two came out. Now, which one? Okay, well, we'll just have them both. What the heck? I was going to do a shorter reading tonight, but I'll do these quickly. Dove spirit, be peace. Yes, definitely. Definitely be peace. That's really good advice, especially when something's, when the goddess of love and harmony moves into the sign of Aries, which is all about, action and being bold and being contentious and argumentative also. Okay, dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. That sounds great to me. That's what we want. We want to see the truth always. And sometimes the truth, as in the wasp card, sometimes the truth stings. But if you sit with it long enough and accept it, it won't anymore. It will gentle into you. That just came out of me. I don't know where that came from. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Sounds like kind of a warning to me. Venus in Aries is not a bad thing. It's good. It's good. You can get some energy to go for what you want. But this is telling us just to be careful and don't be too heavy-handed. Okay. Thank you for listening. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. I'll try to post again in a couple days. There's something coming up. I forget what it is, but I'll remember it in a couple days. So thank you. Blessings. Good night.